Angels are often seen as gentle guides, messengers of love and light. But what if I told you that they're also trying to warn us of potential dangers and pitfalls? Many people overlook angelic warnings, thinking they're just silly superstitions or coincidences. But the truth is, these warnings can be life-changing, or even life-saving. One common misconception is that angelic warnings are only for the superstitious or the spiritual. But the reality is, anyone can receive a warning, regardless of their beliefs or background. Another misconception is that angelic warnings are always dramatic or obvious. But often, they're subtle, quiet whispers that only make sense in hindsight. And then there are those who think that angelic warnings are only about big, catastrophic events. But the truth is, these warnings can be about everyday things, like making a wrong turn or trusting the wrong person. We've all heard stories of people who received strange feelings or sensations before a disaster struck. Maybe it was a friend who had a nagging sense to avoid a certain road, only to find out later that there was a terrible accident. Or perhaps it was a family member who couldn't shake off the feeling that something was off, only to discover later that their intuition was right. Let me tell you a story about Rachel, who received a series of strange warnings from her angel. At first, it was just a faint feeling of unease whenever she drove past a certain intersection. Then, she started seeing the number 111 everywhere she went. And finally, she had a vivid dream that she was in a car accident. At first, Rachel ignored these warnings, thinking they were just random coincidences. But then, one day, she was involved in a near-fatal car accident at that very same intersection. The accident was a wake-up call for Rachel, and she realized that her angel had been trying to warn her all along. There are different types of angelic warnings, each with its own unique characteristics. Some are gentle nudges, while others are loud, clear messages. Some warnings come through dreams, while others come through physical sensations or even synchronicities. But no matter what form they take, these warnings are always trying to guide us towards a safer, more fulfilling path. One powerful angelic warning that has changed lives is the warning of self-deception. You see, angels often warn us when we're lying to ourselves or ignoring the truth. Maybe it's about a toxic relationship, a bad habit, or a destructive pattern. Whatever it is, these warnings are trying to jolt us awake, to make us see the reality of our situation. I want to share another real-life example of an angelic warning that made a huge impact. It's about a woman named Sarah, who is struggling with addiction. One day, she received a warning from her angel in the form of a vivid dream. In the dream, she saw herself hitting rock bottom, losing her job, her friends, and even her family. The dream was so vivid, so real, that Sarah knew it was more than just a random fantasy. It was a warning, a wake-up call to get her life back on track. And with that warning, Sarah was able to seek help and turn her life around. The message is clear. Angelic warnings are not just gentle nudges or feel-good messages, they're often urgent, life-changing calls to action. And if we listen, if we pay attention, we can avoid potential dangers and pitfalls. We can live a safer, more fulfilling life. Angels, these mystical beings, have been a part of our collective consciousness for centuries, often associated with messages of guidance, hope, and transformation. But have you ever stopped to think about the warnings they bring? Warnings that can change the course of our lives, warnings that can save us from harm, warnings that can awaken us to our true potential. Today, we're going to explore the shocking warning that every single one of us needs to hear. Many of us overlook angelic warnings, dismissing them as mere coincidence or superstition. We think they're only relevant to a select few, or that they're just a myth created to comfort us in times of need. But the truth is, angelic warnings are all around us, waiting to be acknowledged and heeded. We're so busy living our daily lives that we fail to recognize the signs, the symbols, and the synchronicities that are trying to grab our attention. We're disconnected from the universal language that's speaking to us, guiding us towards a path of growth and transformation. We often believe that angelic warnings are only about doom and gloom, that they're only meant to scare us into submission. But the truth is, these warnings are an act of love, a desperate attempt to help us avoid the consequences of our actions. They're not about fear, but about empowerment, about awakening us to our own inner strength and resilience. We've been conditioned to believe that angelic warnings are only for the chosen few, that only special people receive these messages. But the truth is, everyone is capable of receiving these warnings, regardless of their background, religion, or beliefs. Another misconception is that angelic warnings are always dramatic and attention-grabbing. We think they have to be loud, flashy, and earth-shattering. But the truth is, many of these warnings are subtle, quiet, and gentle. They're whispers in the wind, gentle nudges on our shoulders, soft whispers in our ears. We need to learn to listen, to trust our intuition, and to pay attention to the subtle signs that are guiding us. There are different types of angelic warnings, each with its own unique message and purpose. Some warnings are about protection, warning us of impending danger or harm. Some are about guidance, nudging us towards a new path or opportunity. And some are about transformation, pushing us to let go of old patterns and habits that are holding us back. I've heard stories of people receiving warnings through dreams, numerology, and even everyday objects. For example, one woman received a warning through a recurring dream, warning her of a car accident that was about to happen. She took heed of the warning and avoided the accident altogether. I've also heard stories of people receiving warnings through nature, through synchronicities, and even through music. For instance, one man received a warning through a series of strange events, all connected to the number 1111. He took heed of the warning and made a major life change, which ultimately led him to his true purpose. These warnings are not just random events. They're part of a larger pattern, a universe that's working in our favor. One powerful angelic warning that has changed lives is the warning of self-love. So many of us struggle with self-acceptance, self-worth, and self-love. We're conditioned to believe that we're not good enough, that we need to be more, do more, and achieve more. But the truth is, we're already enough. We're already worthy of love, care, and compassion. This warning is not just about feeling good. It's about recognizing our own value and worth. It's about treating ourselves with kindness, respect, and understanding. This warning has changed lives because it's helped people recognize their own power and strength. It's helped them let go of negative self-talk, self-doubt, and self-criticism. It's helped them embrace their true beauty, inside and out. This warning is not just a message. It's a call to action. It's a call to love ourselves, to accept ourselves, and to care for ourselves. And when we do, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities, a world of love, joy, and fulfillment. In conclusion, angelic warnings are not just mere fantasies or myths. They're real, they're powerful, and they're relevant to every single one of us. They're a call to awakening, a call to transformation, and a call to growth. So, I urge you to pay attention to these warnings, to listen to your intuition, and to trust the universe. You never know when a warning might come your way, and when it does, will you be ready to listen? If you've had an experience with an angelic warning, please share it with me in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about angelic warnings and their significance, be sure to check out my other videos on the topic. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.